Just because someone gave up on you, don't give up on yourself. There's a particular kind of pain that comes when someone you believed in, someone you trusted, decides you're no longer worth the effort. It might be a partner, a friend, a family member, or even an employer. Sometimes they drift away quietly. Sometimes they slam the door. And sometimes they make sure you hear exactly why you didn't make the cut. It's human to internalize those moments, to question what's wrong with you, to wonder if they saw something you didn't. But here's the truth: their decision to give up on you is about them, not you. Their choice is not your worth. When someone gives up on you, it's easy to translate that into, I'm not enough. But what they're really saying is, I'm not willing, able, or ready to invest in this anymore. That's not the same thing as saying you have no value. We often assume that other people's actions are direct reflections of who we are. But in reality, they're reflections of their capacity, their priorities, their fears, and their choices. Someone's inability or unwillingness to see your worth does not erase your worth. When we take someone else's abandonment as proof that we should abandon ourselves, we hand over our power. And once that happens, their absence gets to dictate the rest of ours. You don't owe them that power. Self trust is your lifeline. When the dust settles, what you're left with is you. And that's where the real work begins. Self trust isn't built in grand declarations. It's built in small, consistent acts of showing up for yourself. It's saying, I still choose me, even when they didn't. Here's the thing: if you keep believing in yourself, you always have another chapter to write. Yes, it hurts when someone walks away, but you're still standing. You still have dreams, talents, and the ability to create a life you love. You still have the capacity to love yourself fiercely, even if others failed to. The most powerful way to respond when someone gives up on you is to prove to yourself that you never will. Let their exit teach you, not break you. People leaving can be clarifying. Painful, absolutely, but clarifying. When someone exits your life, you get the chance to ask, was I shrinking myself to keep them close? Did I rely on their validation more than my own? Was I ignoring red flags because I didn't want to lose them? The end of a relationship, friendship, or opportunity can feel like a collapse, but it can also be a clearing, a chance to rebuild in a way that's more aligned with who you are now. Sometimes someone's departure forces you to look at your own patterns, boundaries, and needs in a way you never would have otherwise. If you use the pain as data, it can actually serve you. Your story isn't over because they left. It's tempting to see someone's departure as the end of something essential, as if the part of you that existed with them can't survive without them. But your life is bigger than their role in it. Think of the people you haven't even met yet, the experiences you haven't had, the opportunities that wouldn't have been possible if you stayed where you were. The world is full of people who will believe in you, people who will stand beside you, support you, and challenge you to grow, not shrink. But the most important believer you'll ever have is the one staring back at you in the mirror. Refuse to abandon yourself. Here's the bottom line: someone else's choice to walk away does not define you. You are allowed to grieve, but you are not required to quit on yourself. You can acknowledge the hurt without adopting it as your identity. The real loss would be if you decided their decision was the final say in your worth. Keep showing up, keep writing your story, keep choosing you over and over again. Because the day you give up on yourself is the day you stop being open to the possibilities that are still ahead. And trust me, there are so many. Slay reflection. 1. Who in your life has walked away, and how did it impact your self belief? 2. In what ways have you relied on others for validation? 3. How can you build more self trust right now? 4. What lesson did you learn from someone leaving your life? 5. What's one action you can take this week to invest in yourself? S. Stand in your worth, even when others don't. L. Let go of those who cannot meet you where you are. A. Affirm your value daily without waiting for outside approval. Y. Yield to growth even when it comes through loss. Call to action. Join the conversation. I'd love to hear from you. When someone gave up on you, what did you do to keep believing in yourself? Share your story in the comments. Let's cheer each other on. And if you know someone who's questioning their worth because someone walked away, send this to them. Sometimes all we need is a nudge. I'm Carrie Genzel, reading a blog from stateofslay.com. Slay on.